Hey everyone, it's Monday and here's your Devo. So today as I was reading through the devotion, I ran across the verse John 4:11. I'll read that in a second. But first, a couple of thoughts. You know, we walk through life and we tend to, whether we're Christian or not Christian, long-time Christian, short-term Christian, we tend to believe that there's no real way God can do what he says he does at times in our life. And then there's other times where we believe he totally can. But, you know, we tend to try to believe that we have the power to affect our world and to do the things that we need to do. And here's what I mean. John 4:11 says this, "But sir, you do not have a rope or a bucket," she said, and this well is very deep. Where would you get the living water? And this story comes from when Jesus is by the well with the woman, and she is trying to get water out of the well, or needs to get water out of the well, and Jesus says, you know, you're trying to go get water. What I have is living water. What I have will change you from the inside, and it is not going to sustain you for only the next 3 days or 4 days, however long water would sustain us if we only got enough water for a day. But what he says is, my living water will sustain you for eternity. And her thought at that moment is, okay, where are you going to get this water at? You don't have a rope, you don't have a bucket. You know, I live in the physical world, and you know, what are you going to do to actually make this happen? And we tend to, or we oftentimes do, take God's amazing ability and power and try to put it in this itty-bitty teeny tiny box where we are the ones that are driving it. So here's my challenge for today. Don't drive Jesus, let Jesus drive you. If he says he's going to give you living water, he's going to give you living water. Yesterday in Revolution Sunday morning, one of our teens prayed and he said this. He was holding his Bible and he opened up our Sunday morning session and he said, "I can do what your word says. I am what your word says. My heart is open to what your word says, and I will never be the same after today." And that's from the heart of a teenager. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Devo.